This has been something that's been on my mind for quite some time now, not just because of this module, but I believe that we are seeing, not just in the US, but across the globe, the effects of the advent of the internet. Uh, you have, during the age of the Reformation, or shortly before it, the invention of the printing press, which allowed the reformers, many great theologians, thinkers, believers, to not just publish their ideas, but to broaden the scope of their audience, to allow their thoughts and their teachings and their beliefs to reach significantly more people, significantly more groups of people than they ever would have without the printing press. This allowed for a separation from the Catholic Church. This allowed for the development of doctrines and of individual churches of different denominations. But most importantly, it allowed for a level of freedom and a level of expression in thought and belief. And I believe that today we are now seeing a return of that with the advent of the internet. I grew up, or was born in 2001. I grew up through the early 2000s, the 2010s. As a matter of fact, I turned 18 and graduated high school in 2020, and that was a time to be alive. But growing up, I've seen the rise of YouTube. I saw the rise of streaming platforms, the rise of social media, and now we're in the rise of AI-generated content and short-form content through platforms like TikTok and Instagram and YouTube. And this growth in popularity of the internet and the ability for people to post and publish and spread their own thoughts and ideas is in many ways great. Just as the reformers did, it allows wonderful, thought-provoking, intelligent people to further their thoughts and their ideas, to help people, to share testimonies, to share evangelism, to do the things that they otherwise wouldn't have been able to do without the internet. But on the other side of that coin, we also see a rise of criticisms and attacks on the church, just as in the age of enlightenment, where church criticism, where theological criticism, where theistic criticism was at an all-time high. We're now seeing that same attitude again, a return of that attitude in the return of the printing press, if you will. And so I don't believe that we're seeing the death of the church. I don't believe that we're seeing a dying out of Christianity, but we're seeing a washing out of it. People are sharing more beliefs than ever before, and people are criticizing it more than ever before. But I believe that it is the Lord's will for the church to stay strong. It is the Lord's will for the church to grow, and it is the Lord's will for Christians to do his work.